So the band starts to play around.
Yeah.
You're playing Jersey, you're playing New York.
First show was in Hamilton, New Jersey.
Hamilton,
down in Trenton.
Okay. Yeah, by Trenton.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
What was that like?
It was
Did you go
Ewing,
all right?
right?
Are you playing original stuff?
Yeah.
Or are you playing
the same thing.
What are you playing? You
Close.
playing original
Original
stuff?
stuff. We only had like 4 songs. Frank got us the gig. Frank's band was headlining the show.
I
And
did merch for them while they played.
He did merch,
Yeah.
and he watched our first show. And
It was really good.
he was definitely like the first person to be into us and really believe and always play. When in the Pensy Prep band, he was always playing our demo. So he was the first person that really appreciated what we did. You know. So when we needed somebody else, it was natural that like we turned to the only person we felt really got us.
Yeah.
You know.
That's funny because like when all you guys say, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan," that's not true. I was actually the first, so I know you're full of shit when you say it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely it has to be known like how before you joined the band, like how integral you were to getting the band going. I mean, he's like keep going. No, it's totally true. Like. This guy, he didn't even really know us, but he just he loved.
He didn't know us
liked
at
the
all.
music so much. He was just like, hey, you gotta join, come in our practice space, use our rehearsal room, and I mean, it was inspiring to watch, Pensy Prep and just kind of their work ethic and how much they practice.
Yeah, they had their stuff together,
I mean,
man.
they had their shit
practicing.
together.
They would rehearse like
Kinda where we learned
6 hours at a time.
Ethic from them, yeah.
We would be tired after like one run through. They would,
Yeah, we got to keep going. Frank's watching. Play that one more song.
So Frank, what do you bring to the band then? Other than this great sense of discipline and this ability to practice for hours on end.
Yeah, I'm like the splinter to the band. I'm the Mr. Miyagi. I don't know. I don't know. It's what do I bring to the band? I guess.
I remember first seeing, so this is before, this is when I first saw Pensy Prep, and when it was in this bar, and there was something like, I think there was like 3 people there, and me and Mikey and Alex from Eyeball were like the fourth or so. I don't know. There was like nobody there, but I remember watching, and basically Pensy Prep played this show like it was full of people, and I remember just feeling like, wow, this dude is, a great singer, but he's a great guitar player. But he's a born performer. Like this is something that's like totally meant to be on stage and in front of people, like thrashing around. And it was always something that we felt like we were missing. Like we were missing this, like everybody brings their own kind of heart to the band. He brought this kind of reckless kind of passion that I think really expressed our music. Like he was almost kind of like this physical whirling blender, like flipping and destroying everything around the stage that was kind of an extension of exactly what we were trying to do, So, that and he's a great guitar player.
And then the process of writing songs and the creative process. Early on, how does it work?
Early on, it was like somebody had something, start working on it. And it was this collaborative thing where everybody's just kind of spitting out ideas, really free form back then. Really like, I was still trying to figure out how to sing and all this stuff. Like, didn't really understand lyric writing or any of that yet. I just kind of did. It was all gut instinct for us. We had thrown out everything we had learned from any band, and everything was gut instinct. Like, well, you shouldn't jam these 2 parts together. We're going to do it anyway. And a lot of our sound was based off that.
I remember being a fly on the wall when they finished Vampires Will Never Hurt You, and that was the first song that you guys actually like really recorded, and it was like you guys were so excited about it. Like you were like, oh my god, you got to hear this song, and they would play it over and over again, and then after they played it, they would all high five each other. Like, look that was awesome. Like, yeah, guys, that was really cool.
We still do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I get it though.
Yeah, now he's high fiving with us. Yeah. Now we brought him into that. Now he totally gets it. Yeah, when that stuff happened during Danger Days. Still, this day we're still high fiving each other. Like this is the coolest song ever.
Well, the passion is there, and that keeps a band going. I mean, there's no question about it. You lose that, you lose a lot. Okay, so the band's staying together. It's starting to gel. When does the idea that we can do something with this? We're gonna put all of our energy, put all of our creative spirit into this entity and make a run for this?
It was right away. It was very...
It was.
All right, so Vampires Will Never Hurt You was the first song that was actually really, really recorded. They did like 3 songs in an attic, but like they went to a studio. to record Vampires. And as soon as you guys recorded it, I think it got played on Pirate Radio, which is like Seton Hall in New Jersey. And then we put it up on the internet. And within a month after that, there was A&R people from major labels calling the studio, it was ridiculous because like at that point, Thursday had a lot of heat on them, which is another amazing band from Jersey. Midtown was getting signed, Save the Day was getting signed, and so there's this crazy thing going on, and you know, my chem was kind of getting pushed into this circle, and there was a lot of attention, and we were playing shows, and kids were going off, you know, and it was immediate though, like in that circle, I wasn't even in the band at that point, but when you heard that song, you knew something amazing was going to happen. I don't know how to pinpoint it, but like there was something really special, and we just start playing shows. You know,
yeah, we immediately didn't look back at all. We just we all quit our jobs. We borrowed vans, and then we just kept doing it because it didn't matter kind of what was going to happen. There's this thing that it's almost hard to describe or put into words. The way that you felt when this was going on in the beginning, when you were playing a 5-song set, you hardly had a full-length album yet, but something kind of magical was happening. There was something new happening, and it was almost like we all like had the keys to it and nobody else. Like we had a secret. Like we had a secret formula we were figuring out. And we didn't hang out with other bands except for Pensy Prep. We didn't talk to anybody, and we were very standoffish. We were very much like a street gang or something. And you just kind of blow into these towns and do your mascara in truck stops, and doing that stuff to even further kind of polarize or irritate or get a reaction out of people, because there was nobody that looked like that at the time. But there was something just so magical at that time that you just got in a van and you didn't care about what was going to happen to you. Because at the time, like, this isn't in a negative way. You didn't think about being 30. Like, to me, that didn't exist. Like, it was never. I wasn't going to ever hit 30. It didn't matter. Like, you know, but that was a lot of that initial power of the band, and the engine behind it was this kind of live fast, die young, and it didn't matter. Like, even if you ended up living, it didn't matter.